Hey there. So if you have been working with HubSpot, what you know is that the design can take on many various forms and shapes, but the base of the design for a HubSpot website is the theme that you upload on it. Now we have already made a beautiful video wherein we have showed you how you can upload a theme on your HubSpot website, whether it's from the template marketplace or whether it's something that you own or you bought from a third party. And if you are looking into something like that, or if you're looking into some sort of custom theme solution, you can always reach out to us for a free one-on-one consultation call. But getting back to the matter at hand, if you have a theme on your HubSpot website, and if you're looking towards customizing it, and there might be a plethora of options, and you would be confused what to do now. So today we are going to tell you how you can customize a HubSpot website theme to your liking with the pre-given options. Now guys, in order to get started, the first thing that you need to do is log into your HubSpot account, click on next after putting in the email address, and log in via your preferred method. So let me log into my portal. And once that is done, so once you're logged in, it's time to customize the theme settings. Click on the settings icon on the top, and on the left, go over to tools, click on content, then click on themes. Here, you'll be able to see the themes that you already have inside your portal, and you can also upload a new theme. Let's edit our Components Pro theme. So this is the theme that we want to edit. So when we click on the view theme option, so what you need to know is that this is the theme editor for this particular theme, and this is the default page right now. We can edit almost everything with the theme editor. For example, in the theme style choice, I can choose whether my theme is the light theme or the dark theme, and this is an option that is available in few themes. The number of options available to you also depends upon the factor whether the theme developer has given those options to you on the front or not. So here we do have an option to choose between the light theme or the dark theme. If I choose the dark theme and just click on the refresh, because sometimes HubSpot really does get stuck up, so I get the dark theme option, and you can see that once I have the dark theme option, the logo of my name is not visible over here because it is a hard-coded black color PNG. So let me go back to the light theme. So once the page loads up with the light theme, you can see that in the global colors, I also have the option to choose between the primary color, the secondary color, and the tertiary color. So where are these colors being applied? So look at these fonts. Look at these fonts. So if I want to change my colors, I can change the primary color, the secondary color, and the tertiary color as well. So if I want to change the primary color to something like the brand color, which is the 3E3E3E. So as we chose the dark gray color, it's being shown over here, which is the primary color content. The secondary color is being applied to these fonts, and similarly the tertiary color is also applied somewhere else, for example these menu items and everything else. And when I hover over on these items, all of these come up with the tertiary color. This comes with the tertiary color. So these are the things that you can play around with inside the theme settings. Similarly, there's the option to change the global fonts. For example, I can change the primary font for the body text. Right now it's Space Grotesque, which is the font that we use for our brand CTA9, and this theme is made by CTA9. So in case you want to use the Components Pro theme, do reach out to us. Yes, absolutely, paid solutions are available. And the secondary font which is being shown over here is the Railway font. It's a Google font, and you can also upload a custom font or browse on Google Fonts. You can use the common fonts, some of which are system fonts. If you don't know, system fonts are something which are already present on the system of the user that you are targeting, so they do have a speed advantage when you are using system fonts. But other than that, there are a lot of other options which are available on Google Fonts and which you can choose for your upcoming website project. So going back to the theme editor, there's the option to change the global fonts. You also get the option to customize the header for this theme. So we have chosen the light theme, so I can choose the colors for the header as well. I can choose the background color, which is right now this one. I can edit it to maybe something like red. So all of these options are possible. I can edit it to something like maybe light blue. So all of that is possible, and maybe the menu link color could be something like black or something else. And all of these options allow you to play around with this. So we have not set up the menu yet for this theme right now. So once I set up the menu, all of those elements would show up with a black color text. And similarly, you can change the hover color, you can change the active link color, the child menu, for example, those child menu which come up nested within the menu items, you can change the background color for that as well. You can change the child menu link color, the hover color for the child menu. You can change all of these things. You can change the active color for that as well. So all of these things are possible. Similarly, if we go to the footer, here you can see that the background color for the footer is something that we have selected. Maybe I want it to be a shade of red. So I can just click on this and I have a shade of red over here. Maybe I want the text color to be something like dark black. So I can have the text in dark black, or maybe I want it to be something contrasting. So I select white and all of the text comes across as white. The links, maybe I want the links to be a little bit different, somewhat yellow. And maybe I want the link hover color to be something like green, parrot green. So all of that is possible. Similarly, there are other typography options as well apart from the global options. So you can customize the body text H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. And you can also customize the link colors and link hover color. And all of these options would be rolled across your different type of text which is available. So let's go back to the theme editor. And apart from the light theme header options, if we go around and apart from the typography options, there is the option to customize your buttons as well. So you can choose how you want the buttons to look. For example, the primary button. If I want the background color for this to be white, so the button that I have over here changed to white, and I want the text color then to be black so that at least the text shows up. And maybe I want the hover color to be orange. So beautiful. This is how drag and drop editor works inside HubSpot, and all of these customizer settings are also really easy to work around. So all of that is pretty good, and you can see that even the text changes color with the text hover color. I can also have a slight bit of border on the button, so that also makes it for a very pleasing look. So all of these things are possible, and you can customize everything to your liking. Everything can be played around with, and you can see that we just increase the button size. Similarly, the secondary button color can also be changed, and it's just like the primary button. And similarly, you can change the horizontal padding and the vertical padding as well, which means the space around the button, which can be updated. Going back to the theme editor, apart from these options, going further, there's the option to customize your forms as well. So you can customize the header background color, header text color, label color, help text color, field background color for the form, field text color as well. All of these options are possible. And similarly, you can also change the tables header background color, the header text color for tables, wherein the tables which show up on your website, you can customize them and you can change their text color, etc. as well. And apart from this, there's also the option while customizing your theme to see what it would look like on a tablet, what it would look like on a mobile, and you can check and play around with the different elements as well and see whether your theme is working perfectly according to your design choices or not. And this is something which comes in really handy. And yes, we are enjoying the editor. Apart from all of this, there's also the option to change spacing. For example, I can choose the maximum content width. Maybe I want it to be 900 pixels. Maybe I want the content width to be higher, maybe like 1419 pixels. So you can see that this is the container in which my content is being showed up. So maybe if I choose 1000 pixels, I get a good looking sort of layout. And in the vertical spacing options, I can also play around with the vertical spacing, and all of these options are possible. And I can also reduce this to 0 if I want to do that. So all of these options make sure that you are able to edit your theme to your final liking, and you can get the sort of design that you want on your website. And in case you are running into any sorts of issues while customizing the theme that you might have bought from maybe some other third-party vendor, feel free to reach out to us. We are just one call away. So guys, did you learn something new today? Did you like our video? Do let us know in the comments below. And in case you need our help in order to build something amazing of your own, feel free to reach out to us for a free one-on-one consultation call, wherein our awesome team at CTNI will definitely help you to build something amazing. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video.